Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, Sanford patrolmen and women still on strike after negotiations stalled today. We'll hear from a local politician about his thoughts on the matter. Plus,
there was a brief that was filed that made several arguments about the form.
The budget passes in the town of Mabton, but what's the latest with the mayor? Emily Goodell is on your side with that story. And a small plane crashes in one Eastern Washington airport. We'll take you there. Stacy's here.
And we've had cloudy, gloomy conditions. They're going to continue, but we have a little shift in our weather coming up later this week. I'll tell you all about it coming right up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And we hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. I'm Austin Reed. First at 6, we have breaking news right off the top. A crash on the bypass in Richland has traffic at a standstill right now. Two vehicles crashed near the intersection of Duportail and SR 240 around 4:30 this afternoon. Police are on the scene investigating, but traffic is now backed up significantly. As you could see, our crews were on the scene. So allow for extra time this evening if you're traveling between Richland and Kennewick. Injuries are unknown at this time. Updates at applevalleynewsnow.com. Other news tonight, just weeks before the end of the year, Mabton has finally adopted a 2024 budget. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the mayor, Rachel Morales, is still facing 2 recalls over charges that she violated state law by failing to put it together in the first place.
The state Supreme Court planned to make a decision on the first appeal later this week after the mayor missed multiple deadlines to provide further information. But a last-minute filing has delayed the matter until at least next month.
There was a brief that was filed that made several arguments about the form and the way the recall was filed. So the mayor is claiming that it was filed inappropriately.
The mayor claims the petition is invalid because the majority of the council filed it rather than an individual voter or organization is required by state law. Petitioners counter that council members are legal voters and meet that requirement.
You simply have to be a registered voter of the district in which you're recalling the officer.
The mayor also claims the council must have met in secret to put the petition together, violating the State Open Public Meetings Act and rendering the petition null and void.
When you have a group of council members, you're not supposed to make decisions outside of the public meeting.
Petitioners disagree, saying the OPMA doesn't apply because the recall isn't official city business, and argue the mayor's points are moot because they weren't part of the original court proceedings being appealed.
They're appealing the decision that was made by the judge here in Yakima County and based on the facts that were presented at the time. I do not think they opened the case for additional information to be added.
As for claims made against her in the recall, the mayor argues state law shows adopting a budget is the council's responsibility, not hers. But petitioners say it's her job to put the preliminary budget together, and since she failed to do so, there was no budget to adopt. As for the claim that the mayor violated state law by advertising her personal business on the official city website, the mayor argues the, quote, speculative personal benefit should not be sufficient to support a recall. Petitioners counter, regardless of whether she benefited, there's no disputing the mayor had the photo put on the website. The mayor has until December 9th to reply to petitioners' counter-arguments, and a hearing won't happen until at least January. But the auditor says they could still see the recall on the February ballot.
Because there's so few signatures required because it's such a small voting pool, it just won't take us very long to verify signatures, so it's still possible.
The mayor also filed an appeal in a second recall petition against her, which is making its way separately through the state Supreme Court. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Turning to your first alert forecast, we're going to check in now with our very own Stacy Lee. She joins us live. So Stacy, it's been kind of quiet. The big thing now, it is cold though.
It's been cold. It's been gloomy. Everybody's had some sort of sniffle or sneeze. And this is that time of year where you have to watch for seasonal affective disorder because it's been very gloomy. Hopefully that will start to change. We have some rain coming our way that'll help get rid of some of the fog and low clouds. Winds are light at 6 miles per hour. The feels like temps speaking of right now is 32 degrees. So it is chilly tonight. Do grab your coat if you're heading outside. Temperatures elsewhere around the area 31, but again with the wind chill, it's probably down in the 20s there in the Walla Walla area. Yakima Valley, very chilly. Here's where those temperatures are headed to tonight. Not a whole lot different than we are right now. So that again is that inversion layer making everything pretty stagnant around the region. Overcast, foggy, and cold is what we see for the next 48 hours. Low visibility, could see some slick roads, especially near the Dalles area with a freezing fog advisory in place there. Rain returns later this week. That'll help clear up some of our air, and we get ready for warmer temperatures coming up this weekend. I'll break it all down coming up. Austin?
All right, Stacey, thank you. Turning to other headlines tonight, the Sunnyside Police Department now investigating a shooting. Officers responded earlier this morning to reports of a man with gunshot wounds at a local hospital. This happening just after midnight. According to Sunnyside PD, the man is listed as in serious condition. The shooting happened in the 400 block of North Avenue. Here's the thing, officials say no calls were made to any law enforcement agency about this. So if you have any information, contact Sunnyside PD. Well, a 38-year-old man was shot and killed outside a Yakima gas station on Sunday. Authorities learned of the shooting when the victim's friend brought him to the hospital. Police say the shooting occurred just before 5 p.m. around North 6th Street and East Yakima Avenue. Police say the shooter was inside a vehicle parked near the gas station and the victim was standing outside the car.
The parties very clearly knew each other. There was some sort of argument that occurred, and which resulted in what appears to be a single gunshot being fired and the victim being struck and later passing away at the hospital.
Police say they don't have an ID on the suspect yet, and anyone with information should contact them at the number 509-575-6200. We're getting some new pictures this evening of a small plane that crashed in eastern Washington today. These are pics from our sister station in Spokane. Authorities say late this afternoon, this jet landed here at Felts Fields. That's according to the Spokane Fire Department. Now, the field is a small public airport located just about 5 miles northeast of downtown Spokane. Nobody was injured. The NTSB will begin their investigation. Hanford security police officers are on day 6 of a lockout after the union failed to reach an agreement with Hanford Mission Integration Solutions. After 2 months of negotiations, they couldn't agree on a new contract. Hanford Guard Union Local 21 police officers couldn't report to work, so they went to work on the picket lines on November 27th. HGU Local 21 Union President Chris Hall told Apple Valley News Now last week that both sides headed back to the negotiating table at around 10 o'clock this morning. We have reached out to the union multiple times today. Hall tells Apple Valley News Now they are still negotiating with HMIS. Now, we spoke with Jared Sessler, who came in just behind Dan Newhouse for Congress in our latest election. He has decided to look more into the strike.
Yeah, I think it's important for the public to know, and this is, again, the biggest reason why I wanted to understand it for myself, so I can speak directly to the public and let them know that, you know, Hanford is secure, but, you know, we need to make sure that's maintained. The reality is, again, the people that are responsible for running Hanford have a responsibility to the American people, you know, nationwide, to make sure that that site stays secure.
And turning to Your Voice, Your Vote, the Benton County Auditor's Office has started recounting a tight race today. This morning at 8:30, election officials began manually recounting votes for Benton County's Public Utility District Commissioner position number 3. Only 6 votes separate candidates Mike Macy from Barry Bush. The recount is expected to take until December the 5th to complete. And turning to a follow-up now, the court date for the suspect in a missing Oregon hiker's death set for this afternoon was delayed today. The estranged husband of a woman found dead near Welch's is now set to be arraigned on Tuesday, so tomorrow, on a charge of second-degree murder. Authorities say Michael Fournier was taken into custody late Friday night hours after the body of his wife, Susan, was discovered in an unincorporated part of Clackamas County near Welch's. The 61-year-old woman was first reported missing on November 22nd. Over the weekend, law enforcement also announced the bodies of 2 dogs believed to have belonged to Lane Fournier had also been found, but in nearby Multnomah County. Court documents show the woman had filed for divorce on October 31 against the alleged suspect after 12 years of marriage. It is still not known if the divorce had any connection to the murder. Richland police arrest a suspected drunk driver, a 20-year-old man, after he drives into Lewis and Clark Elementary School. This happened Saturday around 1 in the morning, so overnight. The man did try to drive away, but RPD says they got stuck on a large rock. When the man tried to leave on foot, officers found and arrested him for DUI and hit and run. The bumper of the car was found still in the wall of the school. According to the Richland School District, the car did hit a classroom. While the car didn't end up inside of the building, it did push the wall in. Right now, that classroom is not usable. RSD says volunteers helped the teacher relocate to another classroom. They say the crash will not structurally affect the building. No one was in the school at the time of the crash. It has been boarded up. And new at 6 tonight, facilities across the Evergreen State that are more likely to have PFAS in contaminated water sources like stormwater in airports and waste management facilities are now required to sample for these chemicals. This covers nearly 1,200 facilities. Other industrial facilities like log yards, tank farms, rail yards, trucking facilities, auto recyclers, marine cargo handling facilities, and manufacturing facilities are impacted. More specifically, the updated permit adds sampling requirements for PFAS, the group of toxic chemicals known to have contaminated drinking water at many sites across Washington. Another new test for what's called 6-PPD. That is a chemical found in vehicle tire dust that is linked to salmon mortality. Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, is just getting started. We have more local news ahead, plus
I think guys are trying at least to do the right thing, but maybe overcomplicating themselves.
our Dan Hansen standing by with this week's Kraken game of the week. And Stacey Lee returns with your full First Alert weather forecast as we are kicking off December. We'll be right back.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show.
Be the first to see our all-new grand floating Christmas tree with holiday getaways starting at only $246.
A drunk driver just blew a stop sign and we collided. My vehicle was total. What about the vehicle? How am I gonna get to work? How am I gonna continue taking care of my family? I contacted Tamaki Law and I told them about what had happened. Tamaki made it very simple, very easy. It was a stress relief for me. If you happen to be in an accident, call Tamaki Law.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in
test drive?
Absolutely. There's the all-new Kicks.
the new V6-powered Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Consumer Guide's Best Buy 10 years in a row.
Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now. Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months, or get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
The Kraken Game of the Week, sponsored by Yakima Federal.
The guys are as cold as the ice. They play on losing 4 out of their last 5. The schedule doesn't get any easier as they travel east to play a team they've not had much success against historically. Here's Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen.
Seattle's only win came against the Anaheim Ducks. The Kraken didn't fare well against teams from SoCal. Seattle looks to weather the storm as they take on the Carolina Hurricanes, a task easier said than done. Seattle and Carolina face off for the second time this year. Back in October, the Canes beat Seattle 4-1. Carolina started the game out strong, scoring twice, going up 2-0 before Jared McCann scored and making it a 2-1 game. That was all she wrote for the Kraken as Carolina ripped off 2 more goals for a 4-1 final. The Kraken are 7-9 since that loss, including the current 3-game losing skid the team is on now. Head coach Dan Bilesma says the team needs to do better at not giving opponents more opportunities.
The investment which we're playing with right now in the game and the game plan is not where it needs to be have success on a night-to-night basis.
Seattle is 2-5 all-time against the Hurricanes, being outscored 23-17 in those 7 games. The Canes have a winning record at home, only losing 2 games in front of their home fans. While the Kraken are 4-7 on the road, one interesting stat is when Seattle scores more than 3 goals, they are 10-2 this season. Kraken defenseman Vince Dunn returned from injury in Sunday's game against the San Jose Sharks, his first game back since getting injured October 17th. Dunn says while things didn't go the Kraken's way, the team needs to simplify their play.
Yeah, it's not an effort. I think guys are trying at least to do the right thing, but maybe overcomplicating themselves and trying to do other people's jobs. I think everyone's definitely feeling the heat.
Going into the game against the Hurricanes, Kraken center Shane Wright is on a hot streak. Over the past 10 games, scoring 3 goals and 2 assists. The Kraken hope Wright continues this type of play, as the team will need to lean on players like him if they hope to calm the Hurricanes. The Kraken might be getting the Hurricanes at the right time. In Carolina's last 5 games, the Canes are 2-3. Seattle and Carolina face off at Lenovo Arena on December 3rd, and you can catch that game on Apple Valley News Now, coverage beginning at 3:30. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, thank you. Well, Sunday lived up to its hype as one of the busiest travel days of the year. The TSA says more than 3 million people were screened at airports across the country, making it the busiest day ever for air travel. Sunday eclipsed the previous record set in July.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a live look outside at the Bi-Mart Skycam, looking down into the Yakima Valley. Again, there's a cloud cover sitting out here. Visibility still good tonight. Our dew point 27 degrees and our feels like temp is 30 due to light wind chill factor there. Sunset at 4:11. Chilly, 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 and we're just going to continue to see that. Visibility through the area is pretty good. We're starting to see reduced visibility in Pendleton, but most of the fog lifted out of our area for most of the day. But we're going to start to see some of that building up. Our future visibility visibility cast will show you heavy fog developing along the foothills of the Blues and down through the Hanford Reach area due to the river water being warmer than the actual air. And that creates its own little weather system along the rivers around the area. Pendleton, Walla Walla, Dayton should be seeing the most thick fog this over the morning, in the early morning hours, I should say. And the Dalles, you'll start to see some cloudy skies on and off throughout the day. So lots of heavy fog. That's going to be at least through Wednesday, and then we'll start to see things shift as our ridge of high pressure will start to move out. We've also been tracking air quality through the area with the air stagnation advisory in place earlier today. It has since lifted, but we're seeing moderate air quality through Othello, Moses Lake, all the way down into Hermiston and Heppner. We're doing okay in Tri-Cities, Yakima, and Ellensburg, but again, we'll keep a close eye on that. Here's the weather pattern. What is going on? Ridge of high pressure, that's been keeping us dry and cold. You can see the cold air still coming down from Canada, but we're going to start to see a big shift as this ridge breaks down and this low pressure system moves on in. That should be hitting our area by about Thursday, and that'll bring the showers. This is what's been going on, though. I don't know if you caught that Buffalo football game on Sunday. They had that lake effect snow. Check out this system coming through. They're expecting even more snow tomorrow. They had several feet over the last couple of days. I think I read 58 inches is what they gathered through the Thanksgiving weekend. Here's what it looks like temperature-wise. We're running below the average, but look at this. We warm up on Saturday. We'll hit those upper 40s and low 50s for a couple of days, and then we'll start to see those showers coming through the area. For tomorrow, look for those morning foggy conditions, low clouds, very chilly, light winds with temperatures all through the area sitting under 40 degrees. Unless you're in the Dalles, they're going to hit 40, but everybody else in the 30s, so a chilly day. Let's take a look at our 7-day planner. There's the fog. We'll have it hopefully lifting as we get into Thursday. That's when we're going to see that ridge of high pressure move out. We'll shift into a low pressure system, and then we have a chance of rain, and I even see a few sun breaks coming in with temperatures hitting 50 degrees. Yakima also going to see the low clouds and fog for a few days with a chance of showers developing on Thursday. Better chance of that happening on Saturday, and those temperatures hitting close to 50 degrees or right at 50. Ellensburg, pretty chilly though. Temperatures staying below the freezing level with warmer daytime highs beginning on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, even into Monday. Here's Walla Walla. Look for those foggy conditions, especially tonight into the early morning hours tomorrow. Temperatures around that freezing level, so that could be some freezing fog in that area early morning tomorrow. So do plan ahead for that and get ready for warmer temps with rain showers for the weekend. Hermiston staying above the freezing level, but fog possible there with some frosty conditions, and then a nice little warm up right into the weekend. I'm liking the idea of 54 degrees on Saturday.
That's the warmest we're getting.
Might have to go hang out in Hermiston. I'm on my way.
Right. That's a worthwhile trip.
There it is.
All right. Thank you, Stacey. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. You know, pneumonia time is here. What health experts are warning ahead of just Christmas. Next.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here, from design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower remodel.
Some know it as prime rib. Officially, it's called a ribeye roast. We call ours divine. Tender, mouth-watering Hereford beef, aged to perfection for 5 weeks and never frozen. Oven ready and easy. Divine beef ribeye roast, tied and seasoned at your request. Reserve yours now, exclusively at Yolk's Fresh Markets.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, no trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Sometimes, life is a funny way of turning sideways. Like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day.
There we go.
Or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot our prescriptions.
We
got you. Are we happy?
We are happy. Find everything you need?
Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan, but that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
I'm loving the pizza, Tony's Big Cheese Pizza, loving the pizza. I'm loving the pizza, Tony's Big Cheese Pizza, and Yakima's whole.
How about a pizza from Tony's Big Cheese for dinner tonight?
And with some amazing cheese bread. And yummy chicken wings. I want that way.
When you want lunch or dinner the delicious, easy way, come to Yakima's Hometown Pizzeria.
We can't wait to see you at Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the Safeway Plaza at 24th and Nob Hill.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Back now with a health alert. It is a common illness that's more likely to spread in the fall and winter, but pneumonia is an infection of the lungs and can range from mild to severe depending on a person's risk factors. In your Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains who is at highest risk and what everyone can do to help prevent pneumonia from spreading as it gets colder.
Every year in the U.S., pneumonia causes more than 1 million hospitalizations and more than 50,000 deaths.
This is the time of year where respiratory viruses start picking up.
Pulmonary Dr. Joseph Cabaza with Cleveland Clinic says there are several types of infectious pneumonia, but bacteria and viruses are common causes of the lung infection. People at increased risk are adults 65 and older, and that risk continues increasing with age. And children younger than 5, the younger they are, the higher the risk. Chronic medical conditions can also put a person in danger, including heart disease, liver disease, lung disease, diabetes, and those with a weakened immune system.
Close spaces and minimal ventilation, that's kind of a perfect storm for anything that's spread via an aerosolized way.
That's why Cabaza says colder months, when people spend more time together indoors, makes it easier for all germs to spread. He says a key to protecting yourself and loved ones is vaccination.
The big three that can give us really bad viral pneumonias, let alone bad viral illnesses, are influenza, COVID, and RSV. And there is one vaccine for the most common and deadliest kind of bacterial pneumonia, which is called streptococcal pneumonia.
Cabaza says good hygiene practices can help slow the spread as well, including hand washing, not touching your face, and covering your mouth and nose when you cough or sneeze. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30. We have a fresh story coming out of the Yakima educational world. So we've got those details, and then weather.
We'll focus more on weather. When is the gloom going to lift? I'll tell you all about that coming right up.
The Kraken take on Carolina, Tuesday at 3:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Celebrate the season at Walla Walla's Holiday Barrel Weekend, December 6th through the 8th. Enjoy wine straight from the barrel, festive markets, charming shops, and the dazzling parade of lights. It's the perfect holiday weekend for the whole family. Visit Walla Walla December 6th through the 8th and taste the season.
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our Black Friday Super Sale and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region. Looking for a range that fits your kitchen and your budget? With everyday low prices on ranges starting at just $5.99, you can cook in style without breaking the bank. Plus, with our massive in-stock inventory, you can take yours home today. No waiting, just cooking. Don't miss Fred's Appliance this Black Friday, where you'll find everyday low prices and unbeatable deals on ranges.
Mo. It's going to be a Merry Christmas at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. It's the $60,000 Merry Money Giveaway. The halls are decked and the money tree is set with up to $15,000 in cash and prizes every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 7 winners will unwrap up to $10,000 cash in the Holly Jolly Grand Prize Giveaway. Play with your club wild card for Merry Multiplier Mondays and get 12 times entries. The Mo, the merrier at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
I'm JJ. I'm Tyler. We're with Kiona Vineyards, and we're here at Yolks Fresh Market. Our grandparents planted the first vineyard on what would become Red Mountain. Some of our legacy cultivars include Cabernet Sauvignon, Lemberger, and Chenin Blanc. The Lemberger is really exciting, right? It has really high red and blue fruit profile to it. We are a big little winery. Yolks has been a beautiful match for us culturally.
Check out Kiona Wines at Yolks Fresh Market.
Celebrate the season at Walla Walla's Holiday Barrel Weekend, December 6th through the 8th. Enjoy wine straight from the barrel, festive markets, charming shops, and the dazzling parade of lights. It's the perfect holiday weekend for the whole family. Visit Walla Walla December 6th through the 8th and taste the season.
Apple Valley News Now viewer Kathy Kilgore.
Apple Valley News Now is important to this community. I know when I turn it on, if there's something that I've heard about in the community, I'm going to hear it from you guys. And that's important. I eat breakfast with you, I eat dinner with you guys. That time's valuable in that it keeps me connected to my community.
Thank you, Kathy. If you watch Apple Valley News Now, please let us know. Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. This just in from tonight's Yakima School Board meeting. The association is addressing some staffing cuts. We're also following late breaking news out of Moses Lake. Join us as the news begins now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
And we always begin with weather first. Feels like it's been a number of days since I've seen you, so hello, old friend.
And it's been, right, and it's been a number of days since we've seen the sunshine.
That too, yes.
This is where it gets tough for some folks. I don't know about you, but for me, dislike it.
I'm feeling it.
My husband went up skiing yesterday. When you get above that inversion layer, it's sunny above. So hopefully we'll get a big transition of change, and we do have one coming. Let's take a live look outside right now. Dust level sky cam 37 degrees. Our feels like temperature though 32. It's a chilly one tonight, and we still have those low clouds and fog. Visibility is looking good tonight, but do count on some fog developing later tonight. Temperatures elsewhere around the region, it's on the chilly side, especially in Walla Walla and Pendleton right now. Chilly at 33 in Yakima as well as Ellensburg. For tonight, those temperatures, well, we're already just about there to the low, right? It's not going to change a lot, and that has to do with that stagnant air just kind of sitting still. So we are going to see temperatures dropping slightly overnight, but not a big warm up tomorrow. So again, we're stuck in that stagnant weather pattern for now. Overcast, foggy, and cold is what you can expect. Low visibility, and in some areas, some freezing fog and slick roads are possible. Be safe out there. Rain returns later in the week. That'll change things up, and then we have some warmer temperatures also headed our way. And hopefully the big orange thing in the sky, you'll be able to see that a little bit later this week. I'll break it all down coming right up. Austin?
Only from Apple Valley News now here at 6:30. We are following late breaking news just into our newsroom. The Moses Lake Police Department has arrested 2 people for what is called controlled substance homicide. A warrant was served at a home on the 4600 block of Road U Southeast near Warden this morning. 57-year-old Marla Duplican was arrested on suspicion of homicide and drug charges. 42-year-old Joshua Jenkins is also in custody on suspicion of homicide and drug charges. Investigators say the 2 are connected in the death of a 44-year-old Moses Lake man who was found dead back on October 31st. More details are coming at applevalleynewsnow.com. Other news and new tonight at tonight's Yakima School Board meeting, the Yakima Education Association is addressing staffing cuts. In March, the district announced it was cutting more than 100 positions due to decreased enrollment and a $20 million budget shortfall. YEA President Frances Guerrero says the staffing cuts made within the Yakima School District are causing huge problems within schools. She says staffing cuts affecting 2 main categories, which are contributing to teacher burnout. The first is the paraeducators. Right now, there is a strain on recess and lunch supervision, including special education paras being taken away from their contracted work in high-need classrooms.
I'm going to tell you right now that you are straining paras and you are straining teachers to breaking points. I have heard since the beginning of November, teachers telling me that they feel June tired. June tired. You don't usually hear that until March, and they're feeling it already.
She included that in addition to retirements, more than 100 staff resigned last year. The other group affected, custodians, who have many responsibilities throughout a workday. This is also affecting teachers and students, according to the Yakima Education Association.
And you pull from night staff to take care of day staff when somebody in the day is gone, but night is when most of the cleaning gets done. So since you pulled from them, stuff doesn't get cleaned. Davis High School teachers are especially frustrated. Their rooms are going a whole week without being swept, and it shows.
She also said to the school board it is untenable to be returning and running this way so lean, and the schools need that staffing back. Other educational news tonight, Columbia River Elementary School in Pasco is unveiling its new book vending machine today. The book vending machines aim to inspire a love for reading and collaborate student achievements in literacy. It is a $6,800 investment funded by Evil Octopus, a jiu-jitsu academy in Pasco, and Shane Family Realty. Corey Shane says this project is important to his family because they realized how screen use was impacting his son.
We made a personal decision to remove that from his life, and we noticed a very quick improvement in his use of imagination and the creativity. His personality came back out, and so it's really important for us to get this into schools to promote that.
6 students were chosen for their significant growth in reading, 1 from each grade. Students at the school will have the opportunity to earn tokens for the vending machine by basically reaching individualized reading goals. They'll receive a certificate from their teacher, then they visit the office. There, they are presented with a token and get to select a book from the brand new vending machine. New at 6:30 now, and in Oregon, the governor, Tina Kotek, today releasing her recommended budget for the 2025 through 27 biennium. 3 main things in focus: addressing the homelessness and housing crisis, bolstering behavioral health, and improving education outcomes, according to Kotek. The governor is calling her plan, quote, building on progress. She says she has limited state agencies to a 1% budget increase in their proposals, which informed her recommendations.
Over the last 2 years, I've had the opportunity to travel to all 36 counties, visit Oregon's 9 federally recognized tribal nations, and continue the practice of consulting with the governor's Racial Justice Council. These conversations have helped inform my approach to decision making and have strengthened my ability to be a governor for the whole state. I think leadership is about taking on big challenges. And such challenges, by their very nature, cannot be solved overnight.
More than $700 million will go towards homeless initiatives. $880 million plans to go towards building new affordable housing. $330 million will be handed over for the Behavioral Health Department, with $50 million in workforce investments. $835 million is slated for education. And we have a quick sports note for you. The Tri-City Americans finally returning home after a 7-game, 2-week road trip. After losing the first 2 games on the road, the boys won their next 5 games. When the Americans finally took it to the home ice, they lost their first game at home to the Wenatchee Wild. Head coach Stu Barnes says the team is resilient. He says in the course of the 12-game winning streak, they might have been down, but not out after the winning streak was snapped. One of the players who plays a huge role on the team is left winger Brandon Wynot. He compiled his 100th career point while on the road trip. Wynot didn't know how he notched the milestone until someone told him.
Just kind of all the years I've kind of been in the league kind of thing. My first career goal kind of came to mind. But yeah, it was obviously pretty cool to kind of have that under the resume.
Both Barnes and Wynot says while the team is playing well, one aspect they are focusing heavily on during this week of practice is their power plays. Barnes says luckily it's not cost them games, but the team will be working hard to improve those power plays. The Americans' next game is this Friday at the Toyota Center in Kennewick. Puck drop is slated for 7:05 p.m. Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30 is just getting started. Still ahead tonight.
A pivotal hearing for the e-cigarette industry is underway at the Supreme Court today and could potentially clear the way for broader marketing and sale of flavored nicotine products. I'm Rena Roy, and I'll have the latest coming up.
And welcome to December, everybody. Stacey Lee tracking a very chilly First Alert weather forecast. Stay with us.
Early warnings, accurate forecast.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we offer our medical weight loss program. Diabetes, and more broadly, insulin resistance, is a highly inflammatory state that increases our risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, as well as Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases.
Basically, it's the lack of awareness about what's creating that weight. There's lots of psychological aspects to that, so that where you come to is to a more centered place of feeling good and connected and positive about yourself. Self-confidence.
You have access to over 100 weekly group fitness classes, top-notch fitness facilities, cutting-edge scientific therapies integrated into your program, and dedicated coaches rooting for your success. We also offer options for pharmaceutical assistance. We create patient-specific game plans centered around the 7 essential elements, which are sleep, nutrition, atmosphere, breathing, movement, thought, and purpose.
So rather than just focus, it's not dieting, and it's not focused on dieting, and that's not what we do here at Pacific Clinic. It's mind, body, physical, emotional, mental, and the combination of all of those things. And I think that makes us tremendously different than any of the other programs out there.
To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Something is weird. Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, the group of adult friends, kids on their school trip,
and the first date couple, and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought...
If it's hidden, you might get bitten.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Thank you so much for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
Put some good in your morning with the #1 most watched morning TV station in town.
Now that's good.
Apple Valley News Now.
We're on your side.
On the national front, a crucial hearing for the e-cigarette industry is taking place at the highest court in the United States today. The Supreme Court examining whether the Food and Drug Administration unlawfully blocked the marketing and sale of more than 1 million new flavored nicotine products in recent years. Here's ABC's Rena Roy.
This case could help decide the future of e-cigarettes in this country when it comes to marketing and sales, depending on which side the Supreme Court agrees with.
Justices in the nation's highest court hearing oral arguments in a crucial case for the e-cigarette industry. The Supreme Court divided as they weighed whether the FDA unlawfully blocked the marketing and sale of sweet-flavored nicotine products in recent years. According to the CDC in 2024, e-cigarettes were the most commonly used tobacco product among middle and high school students. The agency denying over 1 million applications to sell candy or fruit-flavored products that appeal to kids. According to federal law, companies must show evidence that the products would promote public health and the benefits to adult smokers would outweigh the risk of youth addiction. The FDA saying manufacturers did not do that.
They didn't have that sort of evidence. Instead, they have inconclusive evidence about whether adults really need flavors to switch.
The agency's guidance on how to meet that requirement is at the center of the case.
The reason they say it's not sufficient is because of the new standard that they adopted after the fact.
The companies later suing, and while acknowledging their products may appeal to kids, they claim there's scientific evidence that flavors help adults stop smoking. A federal appeals court sided with the companies last year, saying the agency had acted arbitrarily. If the Supreme Court upholds that ruling, it could clear the way for broader marketing and sale of flavored nicotine products. The court's 3 liberal justices all seeming to share the government's view the FDA followed the law. While vaping among kids appears to be declining, still more than 1.6 million children use the products, according to the CDC. Nearly 90% of them consuming flavored brands, many of them illicit.
The case is expected to be decided before the end of the Supreme Court's term in June of next year. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And we'll keep you posted on air and at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a live look outside right now. Yakima Federal Sky Cam, 37 degrees, but our feels like temp is down to 32. Chilly night out there. Winds are light at 6. Sunrise at 7:21 in the morning. Here's our visibility for right now. Not looking too bad except for out in the Palouse-Pullman area. Kind of socked in fog. We're looking pretty good, but we're seeing reduced visibility tonight in Pendleton. And in fact, that road I-84 here between Pendleton and LeGrand will probably more than likely get socked in. There is a freezing fog advisory there tonight. Future cast on our fog and visibility map. We're going to see those visibilities drop down in Walla Walla and Dayton. We've been seeing that a lot up towards Ritzville as well. As we get even later, you'll see Pendleton drop down. And then as you start hitting into the morning hours when people are commuting, you'll see those reduced visibilities. Not looking too bad for the Tri-Cities and Connell in the morning, but low clouds still possible, and it's still possible to see fog. This model is doing its job, but isn't always exactly right. But do look for reduced visibility along the foothills of the Blues out towards the Connell area, and we could even see some reduced visibility out towards Ellensburg and Yakima on Wednesday. After Wednesday, though, things will start to change as that ridge of high pressure moves on out. We're also keeping track of air quality in our region. Most of us are at moderate. Good for green, moderate is the yellow. So Moses Lake, Othello, down into Hermiston and Heppner, that's where most of the stagnant air air is just kind of sitting still. Ridge of high pressure, that's what's been keeping us dry and cool as that cold air comes down from the north. This ridge is blocking any moisture, keeping it out of the Pacific and heading it right into Canada. But there's another system that'll start moving in late Wednesday into Thursday. And if you caught that Buffalo football game, those Buffalo Bills on Sunday, you did see that lake effect snow. They had several feet of snow. I think I read 58 inches over the Thanksgiving weekend in this region. And look at this, they've got another big band of lake effect snow. We're going to stay on the chilly side, below average for the next couple of days till we get to Saturday. Then our temperatures are going to warm back up. Here's the daytime highs for tomorrow. These look like overnight lows. Nope, that is the warmth we're going to see. Most everybody staying in the 30s once again due to the low clouds and fog. And we see that here in our 7-day planning forecast with those frosty conditions. But look at that as we head into the weekend. We have a nice warm up coming, but a good chance of showers coming on Saturday. Most of the showers will be contained to the Cascade Mountains in the form of rain, not so much snow unless those upper elevations. So that could cause some flooding issues or potentially even some avalanche type conditions in the Cascades. So we'll keep a close eye on that as we head into the weekend. But I think I'm going to enjoy those temperatures in the 50s, Walla Walla, Hermiston, 54. I'm thinking road trip.
Road trip time.
I'm tired of the gloom and the cold, so I'm ready for some sunshine.
You know, last year was really bad for the gloom.
It happens.
So.
It's this time of year, and then hopefully we can break out of that soon. So
fingers crossed. Thank you so much. We are going to talk about what's trending when we return.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Umatilla County Fire District Number 1, Eastern Oregon's largest emergency services provider, is hiring paramedics and firefighter EMTs to join our highly trained team of first responders. Excellent pay and benefits with great opportunities for advancement. Apply now at ucfd1.org.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
This holiday season, Pingree Ford is making room for 2025. So come on down for amazing prices on our brand new in-stock 2024 inventory. Ford F-150s, Pingree's got them. Explorers, you bet. Even Broncos and Super Duties. And this November and December, Pingree Ford is giving back with Toys for Tots and Coats for Kids. Stop in by December 9th with unwrapped toys and new or gently used coats to spread some holiday cheer. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
It's the fall savings event at Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company. Get 10% off custom buildings and mention this ad to get an additional $250 in free options. That's right. From now until the end of the month, get 20% off all our in-stock inventory. We offer free and fast delivery, and we're committed to unbeatable quality and service. Come visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company for the best deals of the season.
Let her buck. It's more than a saying. It's a way of life. It's taking on the day. It's leaning into what you're doing, whatever you're doing. And that's why it's on every bottle of Pendleton whiskey. It's not just poured. It's earned. Pendleton whiskey. Let her buck.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. Space fans will be over the moon for NASA's take on a holiday Yule log video, but there's no burning log in this one.
That's right. Instead, it's archival video of the RS-25 engines that launched the Artemis 1 rocket to the moon in November 2022. The blasting engines play on a loop for 8 hours while you're watching. You can also listen to a low-level roar of the rockets along with some cracks and pops that you would expect from a traditional Yule video.
There you go.
You know, maybe.
Yeah, to each their own. The TSA is unleashing its 2025 Canine Calendar. The calendar is a yearly tradition that honors the TSA's more than 1,000 explosives detection dogs.
Yeah, this 2025 calendar highlights 13 dogs picked from more than 80 entries from TSA teams nationwide. Each month includes pictures and fun facts about the month's featured dog. The 2025 TSA Canine Calendar is available for immediate download. After training, the pooches go off to permanent duty stations across the U.S. And I think everybody needs that in their life.
I like that one for sure. We'll be right back with the viewer photo of the day.
Coming up next.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Loving a pizza, Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. Loving a pizza, I've been loving a pizza. Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. And Yakima's whole.
Mom, let's order a large Mexicana pizza. For Tony Big Cheese Pizza.
Good idea. I'll order it now. Tony's lets me order online or by phone.
When you want lunch or dinner the delicious, easy way, come to Yakima's Hometown Pizzeria.
We can't wait to see you at Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the Safeway Plaza at 24th and Nob Hill.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
The dryer still isn't working. What are we going to do before the holidays?
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our Black Friday Super Sale and experience unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region. This 2-in-1 removable agitator lets you choose how you wash and care for your clothes with 2 ways to wash. It's twice the washer you have at home. Get it today and save $500 on the Whirlpool Hybrid Washer Dryer Pair. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
Why do people come to the University of Washington? They come here to find people who will inspire them, move them, change them. They come to solve big problems and prepare for careers where they can make a difference. They come to cheer on their Huskies in the greatest setting in college football. If you want to change the world, this is where you start. For passion, for possibility, be boundless.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, no trade-in needed. US Cellular.
I think this is my favorite.
Okay. Hun, what do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
The Kraken take on Carolina, Tuesday at 3:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
And welcome back. Take a look at your screen. If you look close, those are blackbirds gathering. Look at the little close-up on the right. You can see hundreds of blackbirds hanging out, passing through, looking at the gloom. Thank you, Thomas, for sharing that QR code right side of your screen, or you can go to applevalleynewsnow.com and click on the weather tab. Bottom line, here's what's going on. The fog continues at least through Wednesday. Rain and that ridge of high pressure changing things, so hopefully we'll get out of this gloomy pattern. And we do have warmer temperatures coming, and I'm hoping Just a couple sun breaks. I just need the sun.
A little bit.
Just for a little bit.
I know. All right.
So.
Thanks for joining us here at 6 and 6:30. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night.